Good afternoon. My name is Art Robotham. I am CEO of Hall Communications. WYLI has been a long-time member of the Hall Communications broadcast family and has been a bedrock within this community and the forefront of entertainment and music for Eastern Connecticut. In the spirit of that, we have embarked upon something new. We have started a show called Homegrown, which you are about to hear. This is to foster Connecticut artists and introduce you to local musicians. Some you will like, some you won't. Some you will be confused by, some you'll be inspired by. However, these are all Connecticut artists. This is about introducing our audience to what is going on here in Connecticut in the spirit of what WILI has always been about, which is providing you with quality information, entertainment, and local content. Now sit back and enjoy Homegrown with James Matt Rupar on WILI.
Good evening. Do not attempt to adjust your radio. There is nothing wrong. We have taken control to bring you this special show. Welcome to Homegrown Hour on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. I'm your host, Matt Rupar. During this hour, we will explore local music from local musicians here in Connecticut. You will not only hear new music, but we will dive into the minds of the musicians, and on special occasion, in-studio performances. Homegrown is sponsored by Willimantic Records, Willimantic's own record shop in the Bliss Marketplace, 34 North Street in Willimantic. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. They specialize in buying and selling used vinyl records, books, CDs, tapes, and more. They also have live musical performances from time to time as well. Contact Joe at Willimantic Records today at 860-576-8111. Are you from Connecticut? Do you have original music? Do you want that original music played on the radio? Well, here's your chance. Email me at matt.rupar@gmail.com. That's matt.rupar@gmail.com with your original songs and a brief description about yourself and the music, and I will be happy to play it on Homegrown. Be sure to subscribe to the WILI YouTube channel as well. There you will find this show and many other programs from WILI. Just search WILI Radio in YouTube. Missed an episode of Homegrown? You can go to WILI.com and go to the podcast section. There you will find every episode of Homegrown. To kick off Homegrown this week, here's my song, Dreadlock Jesus, the final and self-titled track from my album, Dreadlock Jesus, released April 9th, 2022.
always believe they're alive. I will always fly. Here I lie in my grave, nothing left to say. You are the one that I crave. My head doubles down, all the lies you spit out deny what I'm about. What makes you think it's a good idea to show your face around here? Upon the horizon, there comes a day, way above the sky. Just wasting time, yeah. The phone's ticking by. Bleeding hangs and a crown of patience, waiting for my time. The dying never ask why. I am always high. Here I lie in my grave, nothing left to say. You are the one that I crave. My head still full of doubt, all the lies you give out deny what I'm about.
That was my song, Dreadlock Jesus, for my 2022 album, Dreadlock Jesus. Here's Gregory Frost from Bethel with Worried Mind, the opening track from his album, 440 Blues, released May 1st, 2025.
I try so hard, baby, to be all I can be. If my best ain't good enough for you, just set me free. I got a worried mind, I try to soothe this song. You got some worries, baby, that everything will turn out wrong. But you gotta wanna take a chance with me. But you gotta let me be who I can be. Dreams may hold the keys to life, dissemble me at night. Find another way to make things turn out right. Well, you gotta wanna take a chance with me. And you gotta let me be who I can be. some worries, maybe I'm not gonna be the one. You gotta wanna take a chance with me, but you gotta let me be who I can be.
You're listening to Homegrown with Matt Rupar on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. Sponsored by Willimantic Records. Willimantic's own record shop in the Bliss Marketplace, 34 North Street in Willimantic. That was Gregory Frost with Worried Mind from his 2025 album, 440 Blues. Weed Space 9 was written by Afghan Haze and is the third and final track from their first album, Burnt Offerings, released October 19th, 2019. with Weed Space 9 from their 2019 album, Burnt Offerings. Here's Believe It, It's Easy from Ledger with A Touch Too Much, the 10th and final track from their album, You Can Believe It Too, released February 14th, 2025.
I'm a touch too much for you. I'm that complicated and you are too. But it goes so much deeper than that. I love not knowing what I'll do next. When the corners of your mouth fall in a place, the rotation of the earth spinning at the pace you always want for it to be. The beating of your heart is up to me. It's a touch too much for love. A life spent mourning what I gave up. Just to be dizzy from your kiss. Yuck. Over and over and over till I'm sick. Now the corners of your mouth are torn out of line. The person you thought me to be different all this time. So write the address, place a stamp on my forehead and post me straight to France. You say I'd be better off dead. You say I'll also pay the cost. Then speed away in your car again, only trying to get lost. Now you're sat across from me, anxiously twiddling your fingers against your palms, talking about your plans to run that marathon and maybe coming first. It'll be harder to be ambitious, falling in the dirt. You're a touch too much most days, like a touch too much. It's all on my plate, 'cause a touch too much of any good taste is a little more difficult to appreciate. Whoa.
That was Believe It, It's Easy with A Touch Too Much from their 2025 album, You Can Believe It Too. Mud was written by Dirt Pile from New London, and it's the second track from their album, Harsh Surrealism, released January 1st, 2024.
Dust
with Mud from their 2024 album, Harsh Surrealism. We'll be right back with more Homegrown on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM, sponsored by Willimantic Records.
There's a place that's nearest to heaven, where the hills roll up to the sky, and the land is peaceful and lovely. It's where I want to live and die. I love the hills of my Connecticut. I love its valleys and its streams. I've got my loved ones in Connecticut, and they're always in my dreams. My heart is home among those friendly hills, and no matter where I roam, I love the hills of my Connecticut, Connecticut, my own. My heart is home among those friendly hills, and no matter where I roam, I love the hills of my Connecticut, Connecticut, my Take a look at the map of United States and you'll find Connecticut.
Take a look at the map of Connecticut and you'll see the place of my birth.
It's the grandest place on earth. Willimantic, Willimantic, my hometown. There's a good main street where good neighbors meet. Miles of smiles keep chasing you around. You'll be living, life's worth living. Once you're here, you'll stay. We have everything to make a man a king in Willimantic, USA. We have everything to make a man a king in Willimantic, USA. In Willimantic, USA.
Welcome back to Homegrown. I'm your host, Matt Rupar, on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM, sponsored by Willimantic Records, Willimantic's own record shop in the Bliss Marketplace, 34 North Street in Willimantic. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact Joe at Willimantic Records today at 860-576-8111. Are you from Connecticut? Do you have original music? Do you want that original music played on the radio? Here's your chance. Email me at matt.rupar@gmail.com. That's matt.rupar@gmail.com with your original songs and a brief description about yourself and the music, and I will be happy to play it on Homegrown. Be sure to subscribe to the WILI YouTube channel as well. There you will find this show and many other programs from WILI. Just search WILI Radio in YouTube. Missed an episode of Homegrown? You can go to WILI.com and go to the podcast section. There you will find every episode of Homegrown. Strap in for another half hour of music. Here's Headroom from New Haven with Over Easy, the opening track from Nobody Knows This Is Somewhere, which is a compilation album of New Haven artists, released January 23rd, 2021. was Headroom with Over Easy from the album Nobody Knows This Is Somewhere, from a compilation album of New Haven artists from 2021. Struggle was written by Sons and is the third track from their album The Engine Room, released April 3rd, 2012.
It flies all night, high off surprise, waiting for everything. It twitches my eye, dirties my clothes. How many times can I tell myself I do care? I'm on time, but your house is dark and I'm scared to drive.
Homegrown with Matt Rupar on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. Sponsored by Willimantic Records. Willimantic's own record shop in the Bliss Marketplace, 34 North Street in Willimantic. That was Sons with Struggle from their 2012 album, The Engine Room. Here's the Brazen Youth from Lime with Back of My Mind, the fourth track from their album, Primitive Initiative, released August 17th, 2018.
Inside a life that won't bend,
That was Brazen Youth with Back of My Mind from their 2018 album, Primitive Initiative. Thicker Than a Smokey was written by Gary Higgins and is the opening track from his album, Red Hash, released July 6, 2025.
What do you intend to do, young man? Where do you intend to go? Will you take a trip through the deep dark south down into Mexico? If you travel with a spider in your duffel bag, then you could wear the ghost. If you get hung on the frozen stair, be here for the snow. It's often I wish to leave myself, find some fancy clothes, get on a stretch of a winding road, only my canvas show. Must have took an overdose, quicker than a rocket on a railroad track, and it wasn't even close. I could leave you with, I'd hang it on the door, but I don't, and it's just no use no more, no good anymore. Oh, honey, I'll be hustling the makeup slack, keep me little hanging road, thicker than a Smokey from a factory stack, honey, wasn't even close.
That was Gary Higgins with Thicker Than a Smokey from his 2005 album, Red Hash. To wrap up Homegrown this week, here's my song, Evil Visions, the fifth track from my album, Bonghead, released December 23rd, 2021. Special thanks to Willimantic Records for sponsoring the show. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you here next week for more Homegrown on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM.
I've seen